Welcome back to Fairfax Pilates. I'm Brittany. Today's class is Mat Pilates for all levels. This full body workout routine won't require any equipment whatsoever. So just get yourselves ready and then let's begin. All right, so for today's class, we are going to do what feels good. So that means we are going to start with some stretches. Seated with knees bent, we're simply going to reach forward and allow our spine to flex forward and then straighten up to tall. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale, extend a little bit more, and then inhale, we lengthen back up, maybe extending the spine just a whisper. And then we're going to reach forward, creating that flexion, particularly in low back, and then seated tall, opening just the upper back and chest. Just once or twice more here. We're just lifting, just really setting an intention for our workout today. Straighten the back, straighten the legs, and we're going to twist 3 times in each direction. 1, 2, 3, and return to center. Each time sitting just a little bit taller than the twist before. So we're keeping our legs steady, we're keeping our back straight, and we're rotating through our entire spine. Let's reach forward again, going with that stretch theme here, grabbing the feet if you can, just letting the legs move around a bit there. Feel how that changes the stretch. All right, so we're gonna flip it over and go ahead and lie down prone. Let's bring our forearms level with the edges of the mat and our legs laterally rotated. We're going to start with just some breaststroke prep work here. Pressing into the forearm to lift the upper back and chest away from the ground. Breathing in as you lift and exhaling as you slowly relax back towards the mat. Taking your time here, 3, and then arms at our sides. We lift with that inhale breath. Make sure that you've rotated from the shoulder and the palms face the sides of the body as you rise. Inhale, lift, and exhale to return back to the mat. This time we're going to fold our hands under the forehead, reverse the breath, anchor the pelvis, and we lift as we exhale. Trying to leave the legs out of this move, we're really truly focusing on the upper thoracic spine. 3 here, and then we're twisting. Anchoring one side of the elbow and lifting the opposite side in an upper thoracic rotation. The legs are uninvolved. Try to let them relax on the mat. And then let's just bend the knees here and press up into sort of a baby swan. With the knees bent like that, it gives you a lovely quad stretch. Gentle shell stretch there. And then let's go ahead and place our hands directly below the shoulders, and we're going to just move through some cat and cow here, or that just spinal flexion, starting from the tail, and really go sequentially from tail to top as you round through the spine. Lift and then return, stopping at a neutral position. Let's not drop it down into that extension today unless you really need it. All right, and then just forward and back there, just a little, tuck the toes under, stretching the feet and then reaching just a little bit forward there, and then we'll stretch through the wrists as well. All right, one leg straight back, and we're just going to lift and lower. Pay attention to what's not moving here. I want you to really focus on keeping everything tightly engaged, shoulders away from those ears, tension free. We're going to do 8 followed by diagonal. So we're adding the arm and the leg move in the diagonal fashion, making sure the leg remains neutral, knee and toe pointing down as we move lateral. And let's bend it in. This time we're going to bend the knee and round the back at the same time. Typically we keep the back nice and still, but we're moving today. So let's just round and lengthen. So really pressing through the heel of the foot, engaging the glute as you extend the leg out. Reach, inhale, bend, exhale, extend. And then let's change feet here. All right, taking a quick breath there, and then we're going to lift and lower the other leg. What's not moving matters most here. So we're really concentrating on the obliques and the shoulder girdle. 8, we stop and we move through the diagonal, side and center, trying to leave the shoulders, ribs, and hips square to the mat as you widen and bring the legs to center. Just going for 8 here. And last, now tuck the knee in and extend. As we press the leg out, we are really driving through the heel of our foot so that we can engage through the glutes here. Inhale to bend the knee, flexing the spine. Exhale to extend and reach. Supporting shoulder is really getting a lot of stability work here. Nicely done. Round that back, take a nice little recovery stretch. Shift forward, again, just stretching those wrists. Tuck the toes under, we get the fascia of the feet stretching. And now let's just do a quick little warmth exercise here in the core, hovering those knees, pulling the feet toward the hand and the hands toward the feet. And just hold, find that stillness. And then take a break, shifting back over onto our feet. All right, down onto our tummy, we're gonna go for a swim. So one arm opposite leg, and we're just gonna repeat that. So this is similar to what we were doing there in that quadruped position. So opposite arm and foot are lifting. And we're gonna do about 4 or 5 per side here, and then we're gonna hover all 4. So both arms and both legs. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you're back to that first one we were doing there. So we're just alternating. We're gonna keep the upper body nice and still, just moving from our shoulders and those hips. And now, support your forehead with your folded hands, and we're just gonna slice over, under, over, under, over, under, making those feet and those inner thighs really start to work here. Bend the knees, and we're gonna just squeeze it up, like you're just stamping the ceiling with the soles of the feet. Lift and lower, lift and lower. By maintaining that subtle lift of the upper body, we're getting all those extensor muscles. Send those legs out, reach, bend the knees. So notice those thighs stay floating. So you're really working the whole back side of the glutes there. Last couple, and then we're gonna go ahead and take it down. Side to side with the knees, give the low back a bit of recovery, and we're ready to move on. So right into some lateral work here. Forearm under the shoulder, stack those knees, and we're gonna just lift the hips and then lower the hips. So just getting a little bit of lateral bending there on those external obliques. Lift and lower, lift and lower. And we lift the leg. 8 and 7, 6, 5, keep your shoulders supported. 3, 2, we're gonna hold the foot up. And now we're doing circles. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, reversing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower down completely there. We're going to maintain those legs stacked, bent, and we're going to lift the knee. So little clams here. Shoulders, ribs, hips remain stacked, and we're just lifting the knee itself away from the bottom leg. And then on 8, we're doing knee, toe, and knee, and toe, and knee. So we're getting that internal and external rotation at the hip. Everything else is steady. And then we just lift the whole leg like a gate. Just maintain that tabletop position there, and we're lifting and lowering. Just working out those hips there a little bit. Enjoy a nice rotation, stretch it out. And then as we transition to the other side, we're gonna pause and just do a one-leg circle here. So opposite leg is just bent out of the way. Let your leg really mobilize here. You don't have to keep everything perfectly still. Let things move. We're working and toning the side glute meads there. Hug the knee in. And we will make our way to the other side. Starting with that bent knee position. So the shoulder is right above the elbow, and we lift and lower. Hips lift, hips drop, working that external oblique. And then we just hold it there for that side leg position here. We lift and lower that top leg. It's important that your bottom shoulder is really strong here. Going through our circles, of course. And we reverse. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe enjoy that bent knee here. And we're going to just go right into that clam. Feet together, hips stacked. 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go into that rotation. Knee and toe, knee and toe, knee and toe. Keep the rest of you stationary. And just move. Good. And we're going to lift the whole leg. Gate. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And enjoy the stretch. You've earned it. And then from there, we're going to flip onto our back. One leg circle on the other leg. Let it be big and glorious here. Let that leg just circle or circumvent the hip there, circumduction at the hip. 7 and 8, hug it in, and then just enjoy that little hip flexor stretch there for a second, and then we're gonna right into our single leg stretch. So we're maintaining that upper curl, and I'm sort of blocking the knees from traveling closer than directly over those hips. Now hands support the head, and we rotate for obliques or bicycle here. Keeping the hips down, extending those legs out, and breathe rhythmically here. And same with a straight leg. So we're adding that rotation there against the straight leg. More hip flexor, but definitely more abs as well. And now we're going to bring both of the legs up and lower the head down to just really focus on toning the lower abs here. So by resting the head, all the effort is in the lower abs, but it also can strain the lower back if your abs aren't firing. So be careful. Lower the legs, and as they hinge in, maybe just ever so slightly lift the tail. Curl in. After about 8 here, we are going to lift those legs up, hold them vertical, and now we're just reaching the upper body up toward those legs. Try not to bring the legs toward the face, but rather bring those arms up towards those feet. Flex the upper thoracic spine there and really encourage that upper abs. All right, now we're going to just rock the shape in, leaving the head, neck, and shoulders down for the first few, and then we're going to crunch up and hold and meet those legs. We've got one leg tabletop, one leg straight, and they're just doing this sort of reverse crunch coming in. So first 4, let's leave the head and shoulders down, and we're just rocking that shape in and out, and then 4 with a flexion in the upper back or upper abs here. Noticing the difference there. Go ahead and rock yourselves up. Again, enjoy the stretch. You've earned it. Long reaching forward. All right, open those feet width of mat. We're going to go into our saw. We twist and reach like we're sawing off that little baby toe. Tall back, rotate through center, and then over across that little baby toe. Just getting that lovely rotation through the upper body, keeping those legs quiet. And reach. And reach. And once we've done even number on both sides, let's go ahead and lay all the way down right into our rollovers. So hip height, hip width, control it down as low as you can go, pointed together legs, and over they go. Not important that your feet meet the ground behind the head. Truly, it is about the flexion there and that reverse curl over. Try not to use the arms to support you if you possibly can. This is where, if you need assistance, the reformer would be lovely to assist you with spine, the short spine movement, but it is preparing you for this rollover. Over we go. Making sure not to go up onto the neck. We want to stay on the upper shoulders. All right, so really taking your time on the way down. As we get over there, we're going to go for 8 of these. We do 8 of all exercises if you can. And then once you get over there, we're going to support our low back, lightweight in the hands, and we're doing that control balance. It looks like a scissor, but it's that control balance. You can see I'm moving around just a little bit. I'm trying not to put my body weight in my hands much. I'm trying to really use the abs to support the weight of my legs as they're opposing in directions here. We want about 8 as well, hands down, and then you come down just as you were. Arms overhead, and then let's do a nice roll up all the way forward again with the stretch. Yay, you. Nice job there. That one's not easy. All right, so from here, we're going to take it down onto our back and give those hip flexors a little recovery. So bend the knees in close to the hips, and let's curl the tail under for a bridge. Nice strong line from your shoulders to your thighs, and then melt your way back down. Breath in at the bottom. Exhale, we curl and rise, and then slow release back to the mat, making sure those legs remain parallel on the lift. Feels so lovely. Really take your time. Go at your own cadence here. I'm going to come up to that bridge and then lower and lift. Try to keep the pelvis nice and stationary here. We make the transition, lower, lift. Exhale, inhale, foot goes down, and then rolling down we go. Hug those knees in, a little side to side action there, relaxing through the lower back as we go. And now we're up. All right, we are going to get one last stretch in here before we wrap things up with some lateral work. So turning over, we got our top foot in front of the bottom foot, the knee is bent, and we're gonna just roll forward onto that knee. So think lateral stretch, drive the pelvis forward. We're gonna do this twice here. So we reach over. This is a great way to do this if it's inaccessible to be on the feet. So just rolling onto the knee. If you're ready for it, create more space between hand and feet, and we reach up and over. You want to have that hand right under the shoulder as much as you can here as you reach over, really going for a lift in the hip. And then just enjoy that lateral stretch there like a little baby mermaid. And just breathe. All right, let's take those legs over to the opposite side, bending the bottom knee, top foot hooks in front of the bottom ankle, and we have enough room there to roll forward onto the knee. I'm really just pushing my body forward, and I'm resting completely on that bottom knee and shin. 2 of these, and then if you want 2 of the full, create more space. And then here we go, up and over with that exhale breath. And then inhale, we take it back to the mat. And again, lift up. And then slowly lower down. Baby mermaid to wrap it up. Let those legs stack sideways like side saddle, reaching the arm up. Breathe. And just applaud yourself for making it today. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's Pilates class. If you'd like to see more classes like this, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, share with a friend, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much, and I hope you have the most amazing day.